Alright, Jinks here. Going to go over some more of my rudiments. And my rudiments, Z rudiments, excuse me, on the Progressive Art Society rudiment sheet. And this time we're going to go do some Group B, starting in multi-bounce patterns. And these starting with number 4 is the buzz rolls. Alright, now some of the great the great instructors I had were telling me the most consensus, the biggest consensus that I had was they had said, well, think of them as dirty open rolls and just press them in and try to get as many bounces per hand as you could and move it. Okay, so it's hard to demonstrate that on a pad, but that's what you wanted to do. Like Bizet. Rich Hammond from the Crossman, who instructed me up at West Sherman, used to say that Bizet all the time. Get your way, Bizet. Press them in, attack them. But for an extended one, you really have to keep it moving and control the rebound. And there's not much rebound when you're pressing them in really hard. So on the drum, and all drums are different, have different tensions, different everything. So when you go to have to do a buzz roll on a drum, you really want to maybe spend some time with the drum, get to know the drum a little bit. You don't have to buy drinks or anything at dinner, but understand how much rebound you're going to get off of that drum head and press and work your rebound accordingly to get the proper buzz that you need for whatever piece you're doing, style, and etc., etc. Alright, but for the most part, to work on your buzz rolls, just work on your buzz rolls just a little bit. I mean, buzz rolls aren't a major thing that you have to sit and devote hours to. Notice that you never tripped over a pile of buzz roll exercises. Okay, it's not a major thing for buzz rolls. Alright, now triple stroke rolls. Everybody till pretty much the day they die is going to be working on triplet rolls. And you just don't jump into triplet roll exercises. Those are a one-hand thing that you just have to master time and time over. You could try it just like everybody just tries a double stroke roll, like double stroke roll, 2 notes on each hand, and it's just dirty for a while, and then all of a sudden you understand the concept of a nice clean open roll. And then then the magic happens. But for triple strokes, the magic doesn't happen for a while. Okay? So for a while, just sit and do 3s on one hand. And what you're trying to do is, squeeze, it's like a drop squeeze technique for doubles. For triplets, it's like a drop, squeeze, squeeze. Drop, squeeze, squeeze. Tenor drummers out there, you know what I'm talking about. You got to do that for both hands. Those guys are bad. You see, like the really good ones that can do that, and they doing them in sweeps. That is really incredible. I never really got the whole sweep thing down. I was rim clicking my butt off. Okay, I was a rim click king. Well, not really. Doing pretty good. Every time I saw, what I didn't get is, if you can do threes and sweeps, why do singles around the drums? Like the old cats in the 70s used to do that in singles. Just throw down the threes and sweep it. And I just never got that. I mean, so I had to march with an older guy one year. He just came back for a couple shows, and I was like, he was trying to learn the book, and he was like, man, you're doing all these threes and sweeps, and I was like, well, yeah, it's so much easier than trying to do singles. We just made them all threes and sweeps. He was like, man, that's ridiculous. I was like, well, what's ridiculous is trying to do them all singles. So, but anyways, so you have to just sit for a long time, on pillows, any kind of mushy surfaces, carpets, back seats of buses, and just everything. Your legs. I wouldn't suggest the knees, or you're going to end up like me wearing knee braces. I used to practice on my knees a lot. So I got to go around with braces all the time. But anyway, yeah. Threes, rest of your life trying to get threes. But until then, you could sit and do, there are, lots of cool exercises for threes. And it's easy to make up your own, because threes are basically, if you think of eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you get this going, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can kind of push down some really dirty threes until you really get the concept of the drop, squeeze, squeeze thing I was talking about. Okay, it's little 3 2s mixed in there anyway. So that's the triplet roll. Next are your double stroke open roll, which is why they put 3-stroke roll before double stroke. I don't understand. But as you can see, well, you can't see on here, but if you get one of these, you'll notice it's the triple stroke roll, and that's it for the triple stroke roll and the rest of this whole sheet. And after the buzz roll, that's it for the buzz roll on the rest of this whole sheet. After that, it's the 5-stroke, it's a 5-stroke roll. It's the rest of the roll rudiments, which is fine. I'm just saying, why even bother? I mean, yeah, it's the triplet stroke roll is a rudiment, and that's great, but can we have something else? So they left the rest of us to come up with all the exercises, which we did, and that's fine. Thank God for Drum and Bugle Corps. Anyways, 5-stroke rolls. Right, right, left, left, right. And it alternates on here. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Exactly what it looks like. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. To what you counted. If you wanted to put it on a 16th note, it would be 1 E and 2 E and 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 1 E and 2 E and. Or you can play it down low, and it is accented. The release is accented. So the next one is the 6-stroke roll, which is basically a 5-stroke roll with a tab between it, or once you get going, accent on the release. 1 E and or actually it's 1 E and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2 E and 1. 1 E and 2 E and 1. Okay. Next one is the 7-stroke roll. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and Whoops. You notice the hand that's following does this. Hand that's leading just goes. Alright. Next is the single stroke 9, which goes from one beat to the next. 1 E into 2. 1 E into 2, 1 E into 2. Single stroke 11 goes 2 E. 1 E into 2 E, 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 1 E into 2 E. The 13, yeah, I've got to get glasses. The 13 is the same thing with just a single release on the E. 1 E into 2 E, 1 E into 2 E, 1 E into 2 E. Alright, and the 15 is the release on the of beat 2. The release on the of 2. 1 E into 2 E and 1 E into 2 E and And the, don't even say it, the release of the 15-stroke roll is the release on beat 2. 1 E into 2, 1 E into 2. 3, 1 E into 2, what? Wait a minute, where am I at? 17-stroke roll releases on beat 3. Thank you. 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3. Man, I've got to get glasses. 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3, 1 E into 2 E into 3. Alright, now, so you can play these all different speeds, all different heights, okay? You can try to play the releases without accents or with accents, putting maybe like 4 inches between the space of your rolls and your accents, your releases, or playing like your rolls down here and your accents up here, all kind of different stuff. So, there you have it. Max all that stuff out, and next time is the paradiddle, section 2, and I'll show you a neat way to play the paradiddles without stopping. I think I did it already in a video before, but if you can't find that in some of my online videos, I'll just have to do it again. Okay? So next time, keep drumming.